Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Turnabout Podcast. How are you guys? My name is Lucie, but I'm actually a trash can lined with a white plastic bag. That's who I am today. What about you?
Are you white trash?
No, I'm not as distinct to be white trash. I'm actually a gray trash can. But it's the bag that's white. Almost like my outfit is white, but I'm gray.
Bringing some nuance to this podcast.
Absolutely.
Love it. I am an annoying girl who uses her astrology symbol as her personality.
That's such a Leo thing to say.
I know. So, yeah. Welcome back to Turnabout Podcast. Before we start, spoiler alert.
Absolutely.
And we have a few
housekeeping.
Yes, stuff to address before we move on to the artist and the
actual episode.
Yes. So last week we raised a few questions. Some of them remained unanswered.
Basically, the search for Ethan's Rook celebrity girlfriend continues.
I have come up with my answer. What
you
about
have?
you? I have.
I was really, really thinking hard about it, but I was failing to find an answer. But who is it?
So, Ethan Rook, the way I see him is that he's a very cool guy. He's very chill. He doesn't get angry easily, and he likes manga and anime. He's very very much a Japanese culture aficionado.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend will be Rina Sawayama.
Of course.
Can you picture them together?
I can. And when you were speaking, I thought of someone else, because I do agree with your interpretation of Ethan Rook. I can't 100% picture them together. I feel like she's kind of cool and edgy, and she'd kind of seek for a calming presence near her.
Yes, but also like really, really ride that retro mustache.
Absolutely, that handlebar mustache.
Yes.
But I was thinking
YMCA.
I could kind of see him with FKA Twigs.
Ooh.
Like, very artistic, especially because she was kind of like with Robert Pattinson, who kind of gives me the same like chill but cool vibe and a bit nerdy. So I think they could get along, and he would be super supportive of all of her like artistic endeavor.
Yeah.
He would be a great boyfriend, I feel like.
Okay. So we have found two.
Yeah.
We have found one each. It's over. The search is over.
Yeah, because we had selected Taylor Swift and Doja Cat. However, the research has been done, and
as you say that, let's segue into something that Lucy told me we probably shouldn't do because it's problematic. It is Taylor Swift's dating history.
Yeah.
And I'm here to announce that Taylor Swift has actually not dated anyone who is non-white.
That we know of.
Yeah. Actually, her last relationship was in 2019, I think. Or 2018. That's over 4 years.
Yeah, she's like been with a boyfriend for a really long time.
What?
People think they're like married.
Wait, she's in a relationship
She's in a relationship now.
With
and they've been
who?
together for like 4 years.
What?
Joe Alwyn.
Is he black?
He's British. No, he's not black. But he's British. They've been dating for like... They're like together for like 5 years.
He wasn't on the list. Oh, because I searched exes.
Yeah. So they've been together for like 5 years, and people think they're like either married or engaged.
Oh, good for her.
Good for her. So she's off the market. But yeah. And Doja
because Nicki
Cat...
Minaj was married.
No, but
isn't really on the market.
It doesn't count because of who she's married to.
Yeah. She's actually seeing Romain Letouce in secret.
As you should.
So, before the last section, before we move on, I actually found some memes, and I wanted I wanted to show them to Lucy. Some of them I've shown you already, some of them I haven't.
I'm prepared for,
So first, I wanted to show you this, which really speaks to us, and whoever watches the podcast like whoever has been watching the podcast for a long time or has like listened into our older episodes knows that we are very much all about vodka pasta, and I felt this was a personal attack. You could fill a library.
I mean, coming from the culinary queen herself,
Yeah.
you have to listen. You
Do
have
you
to
think
listen.
the meals she sells, she prepares herself?
I think so.
That's actually a good question.
Like, I could see her in the morning, like, doing them in a little kitchen. What about you?
I think she buys them.
Oh, like in bulk?
No, like she buys them ready.
Yeah, but like loads of them? Or
Yeah,
like,
and then she just puts her own packaging on it.
girl boss. Drop shipping, but make it food.
We love her. The next one is this, what I showed you, and it's not Ace Attorney related, but it's definitely like Phoenix and Apollo Justice. Like, it's just him. The Papa hat.
It's also him, but it's also me. So I can't laugh at it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
You can hold the door for me and I'll daydream about you.
Well, that's not really a bad thing. The next one, which I haven't actually shown you, is this, which I think is an actual screen grab from the game.
I'm horrified. What?
I think it's real. I was searching I made a post today because I was playing Recipe in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's the part where like Gumshoe says about putting sausages in his mouth. So I just searched for that and this came up.
Who do you talk about? Maybe that's a rebel?
I think Jerky definitely watches Gossip Girl and really appreciated the Sip Sip Girl or Go Piss Girl memes.
Yeah, I guess that's the only explication that makes sense.
And the last one is this, which I genuinely do not have any words for, but it took me a moment to get.
I'm horrified. I'm horrified. I have seen that Christian Bale as Phoenix Wright often, though. And I don't love it.
You don't?
No.
It's very weird. Like, what do the kids call it? Creepypasta?
Creepypasta.
It's that.
Sure.
Okay, so now that the memes and the housekeeping are out of the way,
Absolutely.
would you do the honors of introducing the artist?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Proceeds to say nothing. This week's artist is alicenpai. I mean, it's not N, but alicenpai, I think that's how it's pronounced.
It's like senpai.
Alicenpai.
Is it another Maya's Burger moment?
Oh, dun, dun, dun. So,
What was the other one?
Is it something non-Ace Attorney related?
Yeah, but I forgot.
The Loon House thing?
No. It was something like really obvious, but I was like...
No, it was like a saying. It was like a saying.
We'll remember.
Okay, so thank you, alicenpai, for letting us feature your art. It was actually really funny. Alice, when I was asking for like her approval to show her art, she was like, "Oh, what art are you gonna be using?" And I was like, "Oh, your Ace Attorney one." She was like, "But which one?" And I was like, "Your Ace Attorney one." And we had like a full-on dialogue of deaf people for like 5 minutes, and then we realized what we both meant. So thank you for your patience and sorry about that. She was so lovely. But yeah, go check it out on Twitter.
We'll link everything below.
Really, really good.
It's really good.
And so cute.
There's a lot of gems here. Like, again, I had trouble picking favorites. I'll run through my favorites, and then I'll just briefly touch upon the stuff which is, like, just... I don't want to say worth noting, but, like, some of them are just, like, you can't really gloss over them.
Yeah.
Even though they're not, like, they didn't make my favorite list. So I have 3 favorites. The first one is obviously the Austin Powers poster remake with Edgeworth and the Badgers. That's incredible. Like, look at the Badgers, like, the facial...
Canoodling.
Just, it's so good. And just Edgeworth distressed, like, being cattled.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah, so I think that's my favorite one from the entire collection. The one I really, really appreciated, and you're gonna be surprised, is modern day DGS.
In the high school setting.
Yes. I love this one. Like, and I didn't even expect it because I hate these characters. But... it's so cute. And can you imagine them, like, at the Themis Legal Academy or, like, even in high school?
So cute.
Like, modern day.
It was giving me Your Name vibes. It was really, really
and
cute.
And Herlock and Iris in the back.
Oh, so adorable.
It's really cute.
Yeah, really, really cute.
And the last one is the Ace Attorney gals with short hair.
That was also my favorite one.
Excellent.
And it's very fitting for today's theme.
Yes.
I was like, this is so on point. This one is just adorable.
Which one's your favorite? I think...
the one that stood out the most to me when I first saw it was, like, April May. She looked so good. But I think my favorite is Maya. I really, really like her with that haircut.
I can't imagine Maya with short hair. So this is, like, really... eye-opening or shocking. Whereas, like, Francisca we've seen before.
Yeah.
But yeah, April May definitely looks the best.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even consider her having long hair before.
True. Like, it's...
medium,
yeah.
But yeah, what are your favorites?
So my favorite was this one that I really loved. And I was like, oh my god, this is so on brand for today's episode. I was so happy. I really like Dee Vasquez and Salmonella.
Yes.
Very cartoonish. I don't think I've ever shown any Salmonella fan art, and I love that. Like, he looked so cute. I really like the way he was drawn.
That's actually one of the stuff I wanted to touch upon because...
like, stunning.
There's, like, realistic ones, but there's like, this cartoon work. And it's, like, the Rogues Gallery, like, the one you've chosen. Absolutely. But also... Red, White, and April May. It's just like Cartoon Network versions of the characters, and it's amazing.
Yeah, very like Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Derek's Laboratory.
Yes.
Dexter Laboratory.
Dexter's.
Yeah. So I really like this one. And my third favorite was Dahlia Laying Down.
Yeah.
I think that was so beautiful.
It's really cute.
It was so... the expression on her face is so cute. And also, like, kind of the flowers becoming, like... I thought they kind of looked like skulls. Like, here. And I was like, oh my god, this is so clever. Like, all of her femininity... Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I saw skulls and I was like, oh my god, her femininity is turning into, like, murder. I really loved it. So, yeah, those were my 3 favorites. The hair, the Salmonella, and the Dahlia.
It's amazing work, honestly.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I briefly wanted to touch upon the cartoony stuff. And also, another thing I wanted to briefly touch upon is the pattern.
Yeah.
That was so good. There's like
the Megatama.
There's the Gaviners logo, Francisca's bow,
the badges,
the bracelet of Apollo, Athena's earring. Is that La Miroir's?
Which one is it?
The blue diamond. Is it like La Miroir's chest?
I was thinking either that or either like Von Karma sometimes with their wear something like this with their cravats.
Mm.
But I think it might be a mirror. Let me look.
Yeah, and there's also Emma Sky's glasses. I think it looks... Oh, and the prosecutor badge. Yeah, the badges. It's so good.
No, I think it's the mirrors.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed this art. I'm so happy we featured it. So yeah, please go check.
That would be a great phone screen.
Absolutely.
A wallpaper. I really like it.
Steal it.
I will.
But yeah, we'll link everything below. I think it's Twitter.
Yeah, her Twitter, and there's also other links that will feature like her
website.
Yeah.
Okay, so please go check it out. Give it a lot of love because it's amazing. And yeah, and they also do. Is it you who watches Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, I've started it.
They do Hunter x Hunter. They play Hotel Dusk.
Oh!
They did Ghost Trick.
Yeah, I saw the Ghost Trick one, which was really good. Oh my god, I need to
Yeah, there's a lot.
Deep dive.
Yeah.
Because Hunter x Hunter, I'm still in season 1, so I'm not, but Hotel Dusk, I've never come across fan art of it. So
when you told me that you started watching it, I went online and saw what it was, and I was like, okay. But through the artwork, it looks really, really cute.
Yeah, it is really cute. I need to continue watching it, absolutely, but it was good when I was watching it. I'm still early season, mid to end of season 1, so I need to continue.
So,
without further ado,
what are we doing today?
We are talking about hair.
Something everyone has. At least somewhere on your body.
Yeah, I guess. So, hair.
Yeah. We
love them. We hate them.
We love the hair.
We love the hair, and sometimes we hate the hair.
We hate the hair, absolutely.
I think that the hair is it can be very frustrating to deal with hair. But it's the theme of our episode. We did a very early on character design episode. I think it was number 4 or something. And recently we did outfits. And I feel like this is the second half of it, hair.
Which is really interesting because when what you said can segue into a question I had,
Absolutely.
which I wanted to devote this section to, because it's not one of my questions, because we rated best, worst, and then 5 questions each as usual. But this question didn't really belong in the question section. It's more about the introduction of the theme, and I think it fits here. My question is, you don't have to answer now. It's towards, you can think about it and answer at the end. Is, do you think a character's hairstyle falls more into fashion or design?
I actually have a very similar question. My question was, how much does hair contribute to the design?
Don't use it now.
I'll then unhear what you heard. So, can you repeat your question?
Do you think a character's hairstyle falls more into fashion or design?
More design for me.
More design?
Because it embodies the personality of the character, which I feel is what is design for me. Whereas fashion, it could be something that could be changed. You know what I mean? If it just hairstyle for fashion purposes, for me would be less permanent. Whereas in those games, it's very symbolic of their personality and who they are. And
we do see characters switch outfits, but not hairstyles necessarily.
Larry the King.
Do we see anyone change hair? We do.
Calcio you.
Winston Payne. Yeah. But Frank saw it.
Yeah. We actually see him change hair, directly.
What I have to say,
you?
I said it's the intersection between the two for me, because some hairstyles are interchangeable. For example, if you changed a hairstyle of a character, such as, for example, we've seen in the art, Francisca's or Athena's, doesn't really change the character. It's more like fashion, but then there's other characters which is essential to their design, as you said, in their personality and their whole shtick. For example, I can't imagine the president of Zhengfa without that hair because it's the mane of a lion.
Absolutely. And for instance, like even Maya, who we've seen with shorter hair, and I think it works, she still has the little bun. She still have the little, every time she's shown with that because it's iconic to her.
Yeah.
And for instance, like Francisca, I couldn't see her with like brown hair.
True.
So, yeah, I do think that hair matters a lot in the character design.
So, without further ado, what do you wanna do first, best or worst?
I feel like we should start by worst and then finish by best.
Worst?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 16 for each, which means
what?
I know this was literally one of the hardest things to do ever on this channel. Like the prep work was insane. I was like, no, this belongs in, and no, this I have to mention, and I had to like make a lot of sacrifices along the way. All of this, as I'm narrating it, I have to tell you, took place during one of my seminars.
Incredible content.
Yes, I was struggling as people were trying to study.
Were you like, people were like studying and debating a piece of literature, and you're like, kind of like the Batman, like anguish and dark and like in your corner of your room, just like being like, don't talk to me.
It was actually a creative writing workshop.
No!
So while we were discussing other people's work, I was doing this.
Was your work discussed at one point?
It was the first one.
And you were like, ugh! And they thought it was because of the feedback you received, and then it was just because you were struggling to place Max Galactica on the list.
If I made that sound and that noise, I actually think they'd think something else. But let's not get into that.
That's another episode.
Yeah. The poop episode.
Oh, I thought something else.
What? Sex?
Yeah. Okay. What is your top 16 worst?
Okay, so the first 5 of each list, I'll make it as honorable mentions and then get to my top 10. So let's start with worst. And this was 15 up until we saw the artwork and then something
popped into your head.
Yes, and now I can't get it out of my head. So at last place here, we have Kirkus Alba. This is not necessarily a bad hairstyle, but when you look at his character and look at his design and look at the sprites, it just looks like he hasn't washed it for like ages.
Yeah.
Like it's just there.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It looks
stiff.
Yeah, and he looks like he showers in ashes.
Yeah.
This man does not wash his hair, for sure. So yeah, just for the sake of filthy hair, he's on the last place. Number 15, aka the second honorable mention. Christophe and Clavier. I've expressed how I don't understand their hairstyle.
The rat tail.
Yeah, like it's Link's like hat. Like if they dyed their hair green, it'd be literally Link's hat from Zelda. Like it's a hat. It's not It's not hair.
I hate the way it looks like a sharp end. It's just like it's a rat tail for me.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It looks like a stalagmite. What's it called?
Yeah, stalagmite. However, Clavier Young.
Yeah, that's a very different
icon.
Yeah, no, he doesn't count. But the current timeline. Yeah, it's very gross. I don't like it. At number 14, aka the third honorable mention, is Robert Hammond.
I'm mimicking the hairstyle because it's very easy to mimic with your head. There's a shape to it.
Yeah. What are is it called a rabbi? That has the little curls on the side, like the ringlets?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Like Orthodox.
No, Jewish.
Yeah, Jewish Orthodox.
Are they Orthodox?
Like, not the rabbi, but Jewish Orthodox wear their hair like this.
Oh.
But the rabbi as well.
How can they be Jewish if they're Orthodox?
It's the brand of Jewish at Orthodox. Orthodox, I think, is like very traditional, you know. So there's like, you have the Christian Orthodox and you have the Jewish Orthodox.
The hair episode, aka Aris has no idea about religion. Yeah, it's...
Like, that's Jewish Orthodox.
That's what he has.
Yeah.
It looks... Again, it looks unwashed, just like Kirkus Alba. I don't like it. And I'll tell you a story. In season 11 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, they went to Japan, and there's a fight that breaks out in one of the minivans or the minibus that takes them around, and it's between Shamari, who was a one-season wonder and then returned as a friend, and Marlo, who is not a full housewife. She's just like a friend of, and she's been a friend of for years.
Yeah.
And finally, this upcoming season, she's going to become a full-on peach holder.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm digressing, but Shamari, they get into a fight, the two of them. Or it's not actually Shamari. It's Eva Marcille, who won season 1 of America's Next Top Model.
I know her very well with her short hair, and she did a photo shoot with spiders, which was really good.
Yes, she fought with Marlo on the bus, and Shamari backed her up in her confessional. That's why I confused it. Anyway, Eva Marcille called Marlo's wig a hoodie helmet. And that is what Robert Hammond is wearing. He's wearing a hoodie helmet wig.
Yeah.
It looks gross. At number 13, aka the 4th honorable mention, we have Palmeractis.
Okay, I can see it.
I'm not gonna spend any more time on this other than, why would you get brown highlights? You have black hair which is graying. Yeah. Why would you get brown highlights?
He tries too hard to stay young.
He'd be the main topic of the poop episode. Now that you put it in my... Yes. Now that you put it in my mind, I cannot get it out of my head.
Even, like, his office is poopish.
It's... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Palmeractis has scatophilia. We're off to an amazing start.
And we're not even in the top 10 yet.
Yes. At number 12, aka the 4th honorable mention, is Morgan Fay.
Morgan Fay, the round
hairstyle. That looks like a beehive.
Yeah.
Why?
It's kind of iconic, though.
For all the wrong reasons.
But I respect it.
Like, I get that it's just to create a caricature of, like, the old Japanese woman figure and how they often have that hairdo. But I don't know, it just reminds me of, like, a beehive or, like, a nest, or maybe even, like, you know the Cloud City in Star Wars?
The Cloud City? In which one?
I think it's in the, like... It's where, like, they go and Darth Vader is, like, dining with them or, like, something.
Oh, like when Lando betrays
them. Yeah. That's Morgan's face hair.
That's kind of a legend.
I don't like it.
Icon. Okay.
It looks like a shark in that picture. Like a shark's head.
A bit. Like a hammer shark. Like the eyes are here and here.
Yeah. Gross. But I'm sure it's washed.
Oh, it's clean.
It's shining.
It's squeaky clean.
Yeah, it's shining. The last honorable mention before we go into my top 10 is Cindy Stone. It's Cindy Stone. I don't know how she got employed as a model with that hair. It looks like a knight's helmet, armor, and on the sides there's rolls, like... And the color is like... What is that? Is that mud? It looks... Yeah, it's abysmal. At number 10, we finally get to my top 10 worst. At number 10, we have Simon Keys. Pre-reveal. Yes. I don't know. I mean, in my head, they're supposed... Like, the little ponytail thing... Like, the updo is supposed to, like... mimic, like, palm trees because he's a monkey.
Oh. No.
That's what it was in my head.
Yeah.
But it looks really bad. It looks like when women in porn try to emulate what little girls look like, or like teens, and
it's
so they...
so childlike.
Yeah. It's
I mean, it works for the characters, but it's not great.
I hate it. Like, it's so bad too. It's yeah. At number 9, we have yet another Simon. It is Simon Blackwell.
Ton. Of course, that low ponytail of hell.
Skunk. It is a skunk on his head. A badger. I don't like it at all. It's messy. It, like, the white blotch on the side is really not giving anything. I feel like it's unwashed. Like, especially in prison. I'd like to see him, like, if he straightened it and made it nice, like, how it looked long, but...
Maybe, like, one big braid or something.
Maybe, but this just looks gross.
Yeah.
It's a no.
It doesn't... It looks unwashed and it looks uncombed.
Oh, it's definitely uncombed.
That's
like,
the biggest problem for me. Like, matted.
He definitely got lice in jail.
And refused to shave it off.
Ugh, I hate him. Why is the second trilogy prosecutors all have long hair?
Very good point.
Absolutely. Number 8, we have Richard Wellington.
Yes!
AKA a gay at university who is bored and tries to bleach his hair in the sink and then realizes it's going to be too much work, so he just does the front. And even if you just did the front, it'd be better than this, because just 2 hairs are blonde and the rest is black.
Yeah, and it's not a nice shade of blonde either.
No, it's like...
He hasn't toned it.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's so gross, and he thinks it's stylish.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about this. It's just...
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's... Ugh, I hate it. Then at number 7, we have Rhoda Tenero, the air stewardess. I do not like her little updo at the back. I feel like she takes at least 3 hours in the morning to get it that way.
Yeah.
It's geographical, and it's, for me, honestly, the first thing when I see it, the first thing I think is she has stink breath and she gives really bad head.
Just from that hairstyle.
Yes. I hate it. Like, I hate it. Like, you don't understand. Why is it geometric? Why is it... No, did I say geographical before? I meant geometric. Why is it geometric? Like, why is it in squares?
It's not in neither of my top 10s, but I do like it. I don't know, I feel like she's such a square, it makes sense for her. Like, she's a cookie cutter, you know what I mean? Like, she's very...
You did make sense of it, but I still hate it. Like, I feel like her breath stinks. And it's not like coffee or like a specific food or like tuna or something. It's like that stink of when you haven't eaten and your mouth is shut for long hours.
But it's like, she's so... I think she smells great. I think she'll be very, like, anal about, like, hygiene. I think she has a tongue scraper and she water floss. She has, like, all those gadgets and she travels with them when she goes to different countries. She's like, I think she flosses. Different opinion on buccal hygiene of Miss Tenero.
Yeah, I don't know. It's giving gross. I hate it. At number 6, which is a new entry that I added earlier this episode, is Winston Payne, Apollo Justice era. Now, this I've completely forgot about because it's not his icon in the in the profiles, and when I do the rankings, I often use my tier list to spot the characters. So I completely forgot about that hairstyle, but as soon as I remembered something you mentioned this episode, and I remembered, it is horrible. Like, it's horrible. Like, when he's balding, it's fine. Like, I can get past that. But why would you not go completely bald? It's so bad.
It is really, really awful.
Why is it like dog ears?
It's probably one of the worst hairstyles I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's abysmal.
Yeah.
Are you gonna add it to your list?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, just go bald. Just shave it off.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's like dog ears, honestly. It reminds me of waterfalls. I think TLC wrote this. Yeah, TLC wrote the song for him.
Absolutely.
So, entering top five territory. Number 5, we have your fave and most fashionable character, Catherine Hall.
Yeah.
She makes an appearance here because this is another character who I think does not comb her hair. Why does it look like that in the back? Why does it look like a hedgehog? Like a porcupine? Like, why does it have different lengths? Like, does she cut her own hair?
So many questions.
Which, like,
and so little
there's
answers.
nothing wrong with cutting your own hair. You did it in year 1.
It's great.
But maybe not do it blindfolded.
Yeah.
Because why is it like that? Why? It looks like she just got up from, like, she was buried alive and someone rescued her and that's how she came out. I think not. Number 4, we have Wakikitaki.
Yes.
This man's hair is a menace. Like, it looks like an accessory from H&M when you go to check out. This is just there.
Oh, it would be a keychain for sure.
Yeah.
Like a fluffy keychain.
Like a cat ear
and
headband.
No one would want it.
I hate it, honestly. Like, even the fact that it's different colors. Like, it's ginger in the front. It's...
Fox ears, like yellow, and
I
then
hate
brown.
it. And it's oily.
Yeah.
It's definitely oily. I hate it. Yeah, it's really not my jam. At number 3, we're getting into the, like, top ones, is Darian Crescent.
Of course,
I'm sure
penis.
you have him on your list as well. It is a little dick. This man chose to have a dong on his head. Honestly, I get what he was going for. Like, the same way you defended Rio de Janeiro, I can defend him, but I know I can't win.
Yeah.
Like, if we went to hair court, I'd defend him, but I know in the end of the day, he'd end up in the electric chair. His hairstyle would end up in the electric chair.
It's a crime.
It's a crime. Like, he was going for, like, Travolta, Grease, like, big ass.
Banana splits.
Yeah.
But he failed miserably.
Like, it's giving fembot, like gay fembot, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, uses too much hair gel, but it just, the design does not say that.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It says penis.
It's so bad. Awful.
At number 2, we have Look at Me.
Zvari.
That is not what the hairstylist said.
No.
I'm pretty sure he takes pride in that.
Oh, he goes to, like, a very expensive hairstylist to do it. For sure.
How is it even sculpted? Like, is it just shaved and then it's like Pikachu at the front? Is it like, what is it?
It's shocking. That's what it is.
Sticking with the electricity theme. Cool. Yeah, I hate it. I don't understand how you do black and yellow and then just shave the sides. Like, what is his natural hair color? Is it black? Can you imagine him with just black hair?
Yeah.
Can you imagine him with a bold black haircut?
I can't.
I hate him. At number 1. Oh my god, this is controversial, but I couldn't change it. And the hate continues from last week. It's Athena Sykes.
Dun, dun, dun. I agree, though.
Like, okay, clock the fact that it's not as bad as the other entries.
It's not as bad, but it doesn't make any sense for a character, and it's low-key insulting to the character.
I don't have words. I don't have words.
Why is it so long?
I know I said Rio de Janeiro has stink breath, but I'm thinking that this hairstyle is giving stink and I'm gonna bleep that.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna leave that out, but do you see where I'm coming from?
Not really.
I don't think there's a direction.
Yeah, I don't think there's a correlation.
But
I agree with the hairstyle. Like, it's so... Why is it... It's so juvenile for no reason.
Exactly.
It's what an 8-year-old would think a cool hairstyle is for an adult. And, like, for instance, in Sailor Moon, I think it's done in a cool way, in a cool, creative way. Like, it's very juvenile.
This is not giving Sailor Moon.
But this is awful. Like, this is way too long.
I hate it. I hate it. And even the side, like, even if the rat tail was shorter, the bang, the fringe is giving look at me. Like, it's look at me if he had a ponytail, which extended to his knees.
But it's kind of reminiscent of the Gavins as well with the rat tail. Like, what is your obsession with side ponytails?
I hate it. And even the bow, the choice of bow is...
It's not a good look.
It's a no-no. So yeah, that was my top worst 16.
Yeah.
A lot of controversial opinions, but I do stand by them, and I'm happy that I included Winston Payne in the end because I feel like this list would have been incomplete without him.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you? How many do you have?
So I have 10.
10.
And one honorable mention. So I'll start with my honorable mention. It's Winston Payne. I hadn't thought about it because I did the same thing. I did tier list and I looked at them and he does not show up. However, it's foul.
It's really bad.
And I hate it.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible. It's actually horrible.
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
I have some random ones here. I have one that are very personal.
Not on the list.
Not on your list?
No, not on your list.
Like, I have some random... In my list, I have some random ones. Like, some that aren't, like, the worst, but really annoy me.
Oh, like...
Yeah, some that aren't, like, gruesome. Number 10 is Wendy Oldbag. I hate it.
What?
It's so... I love Wendy Oldbag, but that, like, I hate the little, like, red things in her hair. And it's so stiff. Like... Oh, I hate it so much. It looks like little tomatoes in her hair. Like, and it's like, I really don't like it. It works for the character, but as a hairstyle, I really don't like it. But this is why it's 10 as well. Like, number 9, I have Apollo Justice.
Oh.
I really don't like this hairstyle.
Really?
Why is it going this high? Why is it so, like... Why is only he's like, do you think all of his hair is the same length? Or we ask at the hairdresser, oh, please leave those 2 specific strands longer and also not the same length so I can put gel in it. I think it's like rock solid because he puts gel in it to style it this way, and it's crunchy.
Oh, I can get the crunchy.
I hate it so much.
I don't know, like, a lot of the hairstyles, I don't know why they're giving sexual innuendo. Like, what you said about the crusty, I feel like that applies to Apollo's as well. I'm gonna bleep out this entire section, don't worry.
Yeah.
But it I think, like, it also applies to his and I feel like when you... it's going to be musty.
It's like it's gonna be stiff. It's not gonna move.
Yeah, and we've discussed someone who's similar, and it's giving very much that.
Yeah, it's kind of similar people, actually.
When I saw the Wendy Oldbag hairstyle, for some reason, I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it. I don't have beef with it like you do. And I think, like, Winston Payne would definitely rank higher on your list. Yeah. But what it is giving, which is negative, is And Just Like That.
Yeah, kinda.
Like, very...
Like, Wendy Olbeck is probably, like, 45-year-old known Ace Attorney creators. And
you
they,
actually
like,
want me to check?
make it looks like she's a grandma. I think her name is, like, her age is unknown.
Oh, for sure. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It doesn't say how old she is, but yeah, she's definitely in her 40s, knowing the Ace Attorney writers.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's giving very much like, I grew gray hair, so now I have to like change my entire life. Like,
it's bad. It's just a bad hairstyle. At number 8, we have Max Galactica. I hate this mane and I hate this man. So, two different things, but that collide into one.
Yes.
It's so messy and it's so 2000s with the bump it. That's actually not a bump it. It's like a bucket that he glues on his head. And it's just, I hate it.
What do you think is under there?
A bucket.
A bucket.
But what's under the bucket? I think one single egg. What about you?
I think he stole one of the animal training props, like a ball, and he puts that under there.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I have to tell you, he almost made the cut. He almost made my list.
I'm happy to hear that.
But I don't mind the color that much because it's
very vibrant.
Yeah, and it fits his job. Yeah. That's why he evaded capture. But I do fully agree.
Glad
What's
to
next?
hear. The next one is hair to the like broader sense, and it's Blake's the best. Because that facial hair, the way all of his hair connect into each other, that like he cries into it and then he wrings it like, ah! I'm so disgusted by it. I hate it so much. Like, I don't have the words. I hate it so, like, I hate the fact that it's all connected. It looks like the Yeti. I'm happy he burns it at one point, but that wasn't enough. He should have shaved all of it. And I would not know peace until this man is behind bars for his hair atrocity.
I mean, I can't say I didn't see this coming because I was 100% sure you were going to include him in yours. And I was actually going to ask, are we also like including beards? But then in the end, I didn't because I knew you'd think of Blaze. But I think I thought he would rank higher. Like, I was expecting him to be your number one.
No. He's not my number one. I have other that I hate even more.
So what's next?
What's next is Kate Hall. I hate it so much as well. It's just so bad. And, like, I hate her outfit.
What number is this?
It's 6, so almost the same as yours.
Almost the same.
I was thinking that when you were ranking them. It's just, like, I hate the outfit and I hate the hair. She is presented like, oh, she's so pretty. And then they ruin her life.
She's so pretty, and then she's not.
Yeah, she has a great face, but I feel like your hair and your makeup could have enhanced this beautiful gown. But
what beautiful gown! It's your number one worst outfit in the entire
I hate it
series.
so much. This was a Nicki Minaj reference, but I hate it so. Like, why is it like this? Like, it looks like a claw. It's so bad. It's like, I think the worst is when she's younger. Like, this is awful. But even when she's older, it's porcupine, it's a hedgehog.
I'm glad we see eye to eye.
It's like a tapir. It's awful. I hate it.
I feel like she's your Selena Sprocket. Even though you
I
hate
like
Selena
her.
Sprocket.
I like Kate Hall as a character, but character design-wise, I can't even speak. I get so agitated.
She's in both your, like, top 5 worst.
Yeah, I hate this character design. I think, like, they ruin her. The next one is going to be a big surprise.
Is it Athena?
No.
Okay.
My next one is Pearl.
Oh.
I really don't like this hairstyle, and it ranks so high.
I didn't even think of that.
It's 5th on my list. It ranks so high because I always had beef with it.
Yeah.
To me, it looks like a pretzel.
It does.
Like, it was, like, the one that annoyed me the most when I was a kid. Because it was like, how does it work? Like, I love Maya's hair. But Pearl, for me, was, like, just so weird for no reason.
Yeah,
Like, how does the back of it... How does she make it stand? Like, for instance, look at the beta concept for Teenage Pearl. I would, like, even this option to me would have been better. Like,
which one would you like to see? I'm gonna try to
do you
add
want
that.
me to send it to you, that specific...
No, I'm downloading it now. But
like,
which one do you like? Which one would you like to see?
I kind of like the Maya version of it. I feel like it still kind of feels like it's shorter, but there would be a sense of tradition that, like, oh, maybe like, once you become of a certain age, you're, like, worthy of their hairstyle. I like it. But my second contender would have been the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, they're the only two without the...
Even loops with longer hair at the end could have been cool, but basically anything that we got.
No, it's not nice.
I hate it so much, and especially adult Pearl version, they just added a single ball and called it a day. Like, I hate it so much.
I don't know how she evaded my list. Like, I definitely add her.
Like,
really
I
bad.
love Pearl. I love Pearl so much, but it's just, like, I don't like this hairstyle. It's very, like, I think it works character design wise because, like, you remember her very quickly. Like, on this she looks adorable, and the hair, like, I don't mind it as much because it's Pearl, but it's just, like, as a hair I don't like it, and this was my least favorite as a kid. Next one, someone that I was surprised wasn't on your list. It's Trucy. That back ponytail where we thought she had a bob and turns out it was just a long ponytail. That was the hairstyle of betrayal to me. And I was really upset at it.
I don't feel that bad about... Like, I didn't feel bad to begin with about Athena, but now that you included, like, two mains back-to-back in your top 5...
No. Do not feel guilty anymore.
Yeah, it's... Honestly, because I saw it coming. I saw it coming that they wouldn't give her short hair, even though that's what it looks like from the front.
Yeah.
So the disappointment wasn't as great, but I remember your face when I revealed it to you.
I was so sad.
Yeah, you were like, that was a face of horror.
I genuinely hated. It would have been amazing if it was just a short little bob, a fun bob. It would make sense. She's a magician. She has to move around for a performance. That, like, rad ponytail from behind is gonna get caught up in, like, props and stuff. I hate it. It's unpractical.
It's not even rad because
it's like it's so full, but I hate it. I hate it.
It's a really awkward length. Like, she could have, like, put the, like, band, like, higher up.
Yeah,
like a normal one.
It could have been, like, a nice ponytail. I would have preferred that, like, a nice sleek ponytail, but it just, I don't like it at all.
Why, like, it's like the length of her hair and then she just picked the end.
It's so bad. I really don't like it.
It's like she did a ponytail and then slept with it.
It's very, like, medieval to me.
Oh, yeah, it's not nice.
We're now in my top 3, which is all characters I feel very strongly about. Number 3 is Cindy Stone.
I'm so relieved.
Hate that hairstyle. And I love Cindy Stone. She's an icon. She's a legend. She's the moment.
Our first victim.
Why are her bangs pointy?
I know.
Why does she have pointy bangs? Why is her hair this color? And why does she have rolls? Like, once again, an iconic hairstyle because you don't see her. The only thing you see of her is, like, her hair and her face. So you remember her, but for all of the wrong reason. It's so bad. It's so bad.
How was she a model? I'm starting to question the legitimacy of the modeling.
Agency. Yeah, it's awful. I hate it so much. My number 2 is Russell Berry. Ugh!
Russell Berry, isn't he bald?
That's what I thought. However,
oh my god,
that's his hair. It's so bad. It's just like a little poop of, like, not blonde, but, like, yellow, neon yellow hair. The mustache is iconic. That is true. That much is true. But the eyebrows that match the hair and the hair is awful. No.
I feel scared for my life right now.
No, this is so threatening.
Honestly, I'd say the I fully agree with the little poop. It's just like with Winston Payne, like, just go bald.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mustache isn't even that cute for me. Like, it's not the saving grace because we've already seen that with Marvin Grossberg.
Exactly. It's like not... Should we do a mustache episode?
It's giving we've run out of ideas completely.
Hi, and welcome to us talking for 2 hours about mustaches.
I mean, number one for me is automatically Ethan Rook.
Yeah, there's Ethan Rook, there's Marvin Grossberg.
Romain Letouce.
The judge.
The judge has you know who'd be last on our list? Like, the judge's brother. Who doesn't have a mustache but has a beard. That was bad. Anyway, so, yeah. Go on.
So, my number one is someone who truly belongs in the why didn't you go bold category. It's director Hottie.
Okay. Yeah.
I hate this so much. This man has a cartoon explosion on his head that was painted pink. This man deserves to go to jail for several reasons. However, while you judge him for his crime, please add this to the list. I hate it so much. It's awful. I want to vomit when I see it. Hate it.
Just like Black Quill, I think he has lice. That's why he's always itching.
Yeah.
His animation is itching.
Well, the lice is a very small house, but still, they do have a house.
It's a little apartment.
It's a condo. It's a studio. Ugh. So yeah, that was my top 10.
The first two are just back-to-back bald atrocities.
Yeah, absolutely. That was kind of the theme for me. I love bald men, but you have to wear it. Like, you have to be proud of it. And don't be those men. Don't be a director Hottie. Don't be a Russell Berry. Don't be a Winston Payne.
I hate. So, yeah. Best?
What is your top 16 best?
Top 16 best. Let's start with the honorable mentions then.
Okay.
At number 16, we have Rafa. Rafa, it's not like groundbreaking. It's like pitch black hair. What we've come to like known of spirit mediums. Mainly Maya, Morgan, and Misty, and Iris. But I love the like little, unlike pearls, I love the hoops.
Yeah.
On the side.
It works great.
I love how the accessories are worked into, the tiara, the little fringes on the side, like how there's some hanging. She looks really pretty. So kudos to her.
Yeah.
And kudos to like Amara as Naina, who probably made that.
Yeah, who does her hair every morning.
Of course. At number 15, I have one which but circles back to what I was talking about, how it incorporates into the design of a character instead of the fashion. It's Nicole Swift. The spiky hair. I think it incorporates into her shtick and theme of being loud, audio, spunky. I really like it. It's very retro. And yeah, it's giving 90s, early 2000s cyber goth, cyberpunk. I love it. At number 14, we have a baddie by the name of Lisa Basil.
Yes.
Now, this could very much be a wig, but even if it's a wig, even if it's her natural hair, I love this. It's shiny, so it's metallic, it's blue. Like she's giving zero fuck. She's making this like her whole personality.
Absolutely.
And I'm living for her. She could spit in my mouth. I love it. And it's so well combed. Like there's no...
It's clean.
Yeah, fully clean. Which I think makes me think it's a helmet. But even so, we love it. Oh, can you imagine if she had like shaved hair? Like not fully bald, like just shaved.
A tiny... Yeah, she would look cool.
Under a helmet. That would be cool. And number 13 is... And I think... I don't know. This is not necessarily good, but like... I think it's kind of hot. It's Solomon Starbuck, aka Rocket Hair. It's, I don't know, I really, really like it. Even in the flashbacks, I like it. Like his previous hairstyle, which is like messy red hair and on the sides is shaved, is really, really cute. I would date someone with that hairstyle. Like, it's really cute.
Very cute.
Very cute.
And great, like, presentation in relation to the character.
Yes.
You get what he means.
I want him to put it in my A lot of bleeping this episode, but I like the shaved sides.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. I love when men show skin in their hair. Like, even bald, I have kind of like a weakness.
I'd rather have a bald man than a long-haired man. Not bald, but like very short hair than very long hair to me. In a man.
No, I can't date men who have long hair. But bald, just like even completely bald, I don't know, it just does something to me. And then at number 12 we have Nayuta. Now, I've just said that I don't like men who have long hair, but I think this one is so clean. It looks shampooed, it looks conditioned. Hair conditioned. I think it goes with his image. I love that color. I live for that color, like the lavendery,
that's
purple,
very well toned.
yes, white. And yeah, like even the huge ponytail, like the huge braid? Sorry, it goes so well with his image. I feel like he could whip someone with that. So even though I hate him, he's made his way into the only top 10 best list he will ever do. Now my final honorable mention is for a very similar reason, Damon Gaunt. I want to touch that hair, believe it or not. I want to caress it. I want to stroke my hand in his hair. It looks really clean. It looks washed. I love this character. It goes well with his it fits in with his character, his shtick of lightning and the entire thing without being look at me. Like, it's not too out there.
It works.
It's really good, and I like how it's white and gray. Like, so good.
But silver fox.
He's not in the top 10 because the other entries are good, but also his beard is not really it. But even so, we love him.
Yeah.
And he's earned his spot. Entering top 10 territory, at number 10, we have Wendo Tornado from Your Favorite Case.
A very elaborate hairdo.
I love how many uses this has. Because when he's switching personalities, the hair switches as well.
Yeah.
And it's indicative of what the character is going through and what the personality is like. I think this is excellent use of hair, both design wise and like in terms of the like gameplay and the interface and everything like that. I think it's a smart idea, and yeah, I really, really like it. I thought it was smart. At number 9, we have Godot. I love the like white hair on him. I can't imagine him with anything else. It says I died and came back. Like the shock of death and the coma took me out. It's just giving death. It goes with his tan. It goes with the red like mask he has. I love it.
We've seen him with brown hair in the past as Diego Armando. And it's still beautiful hair. He has very, like... It's not long. It's long for a man, but it's, like, luscious.
it doesn't speak to me as it speaks the white. Like, for me, the white is just like, I wish he was my husband.
Yeah.
At number 8, we have Justine Courtney. Justine Courtney listens to Florence and the Machine because her hair is giving very much that. It's giving ceremonials, eleganza, the dog days are over, extravaganza. I really, really like it. I like how the little lightning bolt on her fringe is like, for me, it's like her dynamic little gavel smash.
Yeah, like for me it was almost like her bangs were smashed in the gavel.
Yes. I really like her braid. I like how for once she, like, a woman has long hair, but it's in an updo in a way which isn't like long. We don't see that often. I really, really like it.
It's cool.
It's very cool. At number 7, we have Loda Hart's Afro. This, to me, is peak Afro. I could have included other Afros, such as Master Jeffers' white one, which is also very cool. But Loda Hart takes the cake for me with this one, because for me, it just goes with her outfit. It goes with the headband. It goes with the hoops. It goes with her spunk, just like her protege, Nicole Swift. It speaks on character.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. I really, really like it. And I like how it's ginger as well. You don't see that often, like ginger afro. At number 6, we have, I think this was like my last, no, this, number 1 was my last entry, which like I added post seminar when I was doing this, but I also added number 6 after the seminar. It is Miriam Scuttlebutt. Miriam Scuttlebutt is not something groundbreaking, but
it's blue, right? Or
it's purple.
Yeah.
It's indigo. I love how she uses school school stationery as accessories.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Her hair clips are the little paper clips.
Yeah.
The color I love, the little 2 bangs, the ponytails. For me, this is what Athena could have rocked. And it's not juvenile at all. It's like, it's cutesy, but it's not like childish. I really, really like it. I like how it doesn't extend further down from her like shoulders, or like at least her upper back. I love the accessories. I love the bangs. It fits her so well. Like, this is so Mean Girl.
Yeah.
Then at number 5, we have Aura Blackwell. Aura Blackwell, like, I knew going in that she was gonna make my top 5. I think it's an amazing hairstyle. It's giving, for me, the first thing that it reminds me of is Azealia Banks in her music video Atlantis.
Yeah.
It's so that, like, the little 2 horns, it's amazing.
Incredible.
I love it. I love the color. She made your top 10 worst fashion moments, but for me, she is so good in this.
Yeah. It's very, I was gonna say spunky. Like, it's a bit edgy. I really like it for her.
It's cyber chic.
It's cyber chic.
Cyber Sex by Doja Cat. At number 4, we have something we've talked about countless times. It's Candace Arm, aka Candace Arm a Bomb.
Yes.
And her bob. Just, I don't even have to explain this. Yeah.
We can gloss over it.
It's just the perfect bob.
It's the perfect bob.
And may I add that a lot have tried to emulate it but have failed, such as Sheena, who has awful bangs.
It's too long.
Sheena almost made my top 10 worst. Or Karen Jensen.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but
no.
They don't come close to Candace Arm.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, legend. At number 3, we have Sasha Buckler.
Wow. Very high.
You don't understand how much I love this hair. Like, it fits her so well. It's like, it fits the star motif, the starfish, which she also has on her eye and her clothing. I love how it's red and that fits in with the pink moment. I love it. Like, I feel like this is the spunkiest hairstyle there is. I think it's like, honestly, initially this was my number 1. I love it so much. It fits her so well. It's just amazing character design to me. I really, really love her, and I wish she would come back in an investigations game.
Yeah.
Legit. I feel like she could be an assistant.
She could. She's so versatile. She could do anything she set her heart to.
She's a really, really underappreciated character.
Yeah.
And the hair is giving. A number 2, which was originally my number 1 after Sasha Buckler, is Queen Garen.
Oh, of course.
How could I have not momentarily given number 1 to her?
Yeah.
It's iconic. It's the moment. It's giving spider. It's giving like octopus. It's giving like insect. It's giving like the little 2 I don't even know what they are. Are they like badges or stamps? Like the little accessories on the side are giving like locust, like kind of like, because she has like fringes at the on the top which look like fangs.
Yeah.
So the side is giving like kind of
The
like
eyes.
grasshopper.
Yeah, the eyes of the insect.
It could not be more Spider-Woman. It could not be more like sinister. And honestly, if I hadn't thought of number 1 while I was showering the other day, this would have taken top prize for me.
Okay.
Because it's amazing. Okay.
Who is number 1?
Do you have any ideas?
Not really.
At number 1, and this is kind of cheating, is the cast of Ghost Trick. And
hair on hair on hair on hair.
I'm sorry, like, I was thinking, like, this could be honorable mentions, but it's not. Like, for me, this is number 1. Like, and specifically, if I have to mention, like, a specific character for number 1, it would be the dominatrix lady.
Yeah, the red.
That is the coolest hair I have ever seen in a video game, let alone, like, in life. It's so good. Like, how it's 3-dimensional. It's serving to her character. It's serving to her design. It's giving sexy. It's giving, like... It's so good.
Even Lynn, who's super similar to Athena, her hairstyle is so much better. Like, so much more fun. It's like a Roman helmet. I love it.
Other specifics from the game that I mentioned are, so we have the dominatrix, we have the erotica rider, which is a tulip. We have Yomiel, aka Sissel. We have the robot, the guy with the 2 horns and the mask. We have the chicken kitchen waitress with her...
Wait, who is the dominatrix? I thought you were describing the... Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, it was incredible.
This
every
is
single
legit
one,
the best.
Every person has an incredible hairstyle.
The chicken kitchen waitress, which we also mentioned last week, with the green puffs. She also has an afro. I love the sick girl.
We should do a character design Ghost Trick episode.
Yes. So much to talk about. Even Camilla with her lilac bob.
It's so good.
The erotica rider's daughter in bed with the curls and the ringlets. But yeah, those are that's all of them take number 1 for me.
Absolutely. A very heavy top 16. Almost like top 20 if we count all of the characters of Ghost Trick.
I told you this was the hardest for me.
Yeah. A very difficult choice were made. But yeah, I expected us to have more in common, but we have a couple.
Go ahead.
So, I have an honorable mention, which is Nicole Swift.
Ooh.
I really like it. I think it's, what you've said, it's so spunky. For me, it's like what they try to do with Kate Hall done right.
That just now.
Like, it's the right amount of hedgehog, and it fits her personality so well. I love it so much. It's so cute and fun.
Yeah.
It really fits her.
I'm happy you acknowledged this.
Yes. Number 10 is Queen Amara.
Okay.
It kind of a mix between Nayuta and Queen Garen.
Yeah.
It's just like, also I counted Nanya. Nanya's hairstyle for me is so fun and like looks like bandlets and it's so big. And then Amara has like a lotus flower. Like I really liked it. I really like it. I think she looks amazing and the hairstyle really adds to it. And it's versatile. I really liked it.
Yeah. Number
9, we have something simple, but I think because the character was so like short, like it wasn't long in the game that it was, and the hair really helped put her in like an iconic status for me. It's no, wait.
What?
Yeah, so Azura Summers was my top number 10 and Queen Amara was my number 9.
Okay.
But it's Azura Summers.
Okay.
I love it so much. It's nothing extraordinary with the color and just the cut. It's like perfectly done and I think she looks amazing with it. I love like how it's blue reflecting like the ocean, the summer. And it's like a deep shade of blue. I really liked it.
Yeah.
So now we move on to my number 8. I feel like there was a lot of responses to my top worst in those. Like, this is this done right, this is this done right. My number 8 is Eeny Meeny, which for me is Cindy Stone done right.
Okay.
Conserve the rolls, keep the bangs, but shorten it, have a really fun color, and do like nice bangs.
And a hat.
And it could work. I love it so much. I really appreciate short-haired character in the game, and I think that for Eeny Meeny, it works incredibly.
Okay. Yeah. She almost made my worst.
No, I love it so much. Like, it's so cute and it feels like it when it bounces with her. Like, I really also like when the like hair is counted in the animation.
Yeah.
Then number 7, Russell Berry done right. It's Regina Berry. It also made...
How is that Russell Berry done right?
It's the same color, it's the same family pattern, but at least this one is, like, fun. And it fits her personality so well. Like, it's very pageant queen, but it's so cute, and it sparkles. It's very, like, My Little Pony, but I think it works for her. And I really like it, like the ringlets and everything. So this was my top 7. Then for top 6, we have something simple, but I was obsessed with it during my childhood. Like, it was like my ultimate hair goals. And it's Iris and Dahlia. First of all, I love that they look exactly the same apart from the hair color. So I appreciate that. And their hairstyle was like so simple, but looked so good. So I had to include it.
Yeah.
Number 5, we have Loda Hart.
Wait, that was number 6?
That was number 6.
Okay.
Number 5, Loda Hart. I love her hairstyle so much. That big ginger afro, it fits her so nicely and it's so cute.
It's really hot.
And it's really like, I don't know, it like reflects her personality in a great way. I really like it. Number 4, we have another big hair. We have Dr. Krabs. It does look unwashed and untamed, but it's the nest of several birds. So what can I say to that? I just have to respect the hustle of this man. And it works so well for him, and it adds so much to the character. Like, it's just... I wouldn't imagine him without it. Like, it adds to it. Like, I love it so much.
This is another one that almost made my top 10 worse.
It's when he reaches into it and the penguin comes out. I love it. Then, for number 3, we have another one where the animation is essential to my appreciation of it. It's Run the Light.
Yes.
I really like it. The way when he screams, like, it rolls out. It's very Princess Leia. It's like, that's a man. That hair is clean. That hair has, like, took time to make. And I appreciate he does it in prison. He does it through thick and thick. It's a part of his identity.
He does it in prison.
Like, when he's, like, in prison. Like, just in the detention center.
Yeah.
When he's arrested, he still does it. Like, I really love that. Like, I'm sure he gets up... I think it takes, like, 45 minutes for him to do it. And I really respect it. Like, what a man. We have our beef with Run the Light, but you can't say anything about his hair. Like, it looks good. It does look good. For number 2, we have Candace Arm. Do I need to elaborate? Icon, queen, the best person on the planet.
Yes.
Just the best hairstyle.
Yes.
And my number 1, it's not really that controversial, but when I met in my list, I was like, yeah, it's her, like, it's that person. Number 1, it's Franziska von Karma. That was my favorite. Like, for me, it's one of the most iconic hairstyle. Like, the color and the cut. Once again, I really appreciate short hairstyles on women. And it looks amazing. I think that in the first game, even though, like, we had April May, for the main characters, we had more realistic hairstyles. Like, it was always, like, didn't take a lot of risk. And for me, that was the first, like, main character who took, like, a lot of risk with their hair. And I love that for her. It's iconic. I couldn't see her with any other hairstyle. For instance, it works, like, baby Franziska with longer hair, but it's not as iconic. Like, her hair really defines her, and I love it so much. So, yeah. That was my top 10.
Yeah, Franziska's is iconic. The color is something else.
It's so pretty. Like, I really like it. Like, that specific shade of, like, baby blue, but grayish. And it's like they could have made her just like, oh, Manfred von Karma had white hair. Like, just let's do that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that they went that route. I think it helps create this kind of, like, unhinged woman look to her. And I love it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that was our top worst and top best.
Should we move on to questions?
Yes.
And we have 5 each?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first or me?
Sure, I can go first. So, my first question starts with a mini question. Are you familiar with the up, back, down spike trio? Which is that the, like, Phoenix has his spikes, like, going back, Edgeworth going down, and Larry going up, and then Athena's spikes are down and Apollo's spikes are up. Like, it's supposed to create consistency between the 3 kind of main characters and their colors.
When did you see this?
It was like, I swear I saw it like years ago. It was like the 2 main duos in first Ace Attorney and Dual Destiny. It's like blue, red, and yellow, like, color palettes.
So who's the blue in the second one? Like, the second trio?
Phoenix.
Again?
Well. Yeah, Dual Destinies.
I had no idea.
Do you think it creates... what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it creates a visual consistency?
Not the way you said it, but, like, because it came out of nowhere, I think it's so stupid. Like, it doesn't change anything for me. Like,
I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose.
I'm looking at my tier list for, like, visuals, and there's a ton of characters which have spikes.
True. But I think they did on purpose in the first game of, like, kind of create a visual consistency between, like, the trio of childhood best friends.
Is that, like, the prelude to your question, or is it your question?
That was my question.
Oh, okay.
Just, like, thoughts on that, because that was kind of like the only really like time I've heard about like specifically why they took some hair decisions. Like, why does Phoenix have spiky hair? Like, it's never.
I mean,
really
Gumshoes goes up as well, and he's like more mane than Larry.
Yeah, but it was like I don't know where I saw it. I swear it was like those three, and kind of like all going in different directions. The primary colors, but
was
all
the source
together.
reliable?
It was. I swear it was like 5 years ago on Facebook, but I thought it was a fact. I'm pretty sure it's a fact, but or else I'll just made it up in one of my dreams, and this is just a theory that I'm presenting to you.
At the end of the post, did it say forward this to 5 people or else your mom will die?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Forward this to 5 people or else Godo will die. And I forwarded this to as many people as I can.
It was Capcom all along. Yeah. What do you think about it?
I don't think it works that well. Like, if it is true, it just, like, tons of people have spiked. Like, if it could have worked if they all, like, if nobody had spike hair, but, like, so many people had that kind of hairstyle.
Or if it was consistent at least.
Like, the same pattern.
Yeah.
But, yeah, to be fair, I like each of their hair individually. Like, it's not in my top 10 best, because for me it's not groundbreaking, but
yeah,
I don't mind it. Like, it works for them. But
true.
As a trio, I don't know. I'm not sure it's like, that effective. So that was my first question.
Cool. Off to an amazing start. My first question is, we often talk about the lack of women with short hair in the games. Do you think it's a coincidence, or is the reason more deep-rooted? I feel like our two questions are a bit connected. Like, if hair...
The significance of hair.
Yeah, and if it's, like, modeled on purpose.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's, like...
Me neither.
Deep-rooted. I think that especially because... Well, I think it can be summarized by Mia has her freaking tits out. The way the characters are drawn are kind of hyper-feminine.
Yeah.
And... I mean, and even the ones who aren't that sexualized, they have to be feminine. And I feel like the only characters who are kind of like have short hair are either later in the game, or Francisca, that's an extremely, like, I would say, not really feminine character that has a lot of masculine traits, like her aggressiveness and stuff like that.
Like,
so
you're not meant to be attracted.
Exactly. So I think... Yeah, I think we don't have a lot of ugly females in the game, whereas like we have loads of ugly men. Not really like repulsive. They're mostly cute or good looking, or
That's true, except if they're old.
Yeah, but they're old. They're like 35.
Absolutely,
they're all kind of sexualized in a way or another.
Yeah, and I fully agree with you. It's like that hyper feminine. It's like, especially like with Athena. Like,
yeah,
are you meant to pull it? Like,
I don't even want to think about it.
I think it's on purpose.
It's giving me like like body pillow vibes. Like the design of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I fully agree. I think we don't have a lot of women with short hair, that's for sure. I think that it's, you said it correctly, like it's the overly feminine, like sexualized.
Yeah.
Not that like female characters with short hair can be sexualized, but in the eyes of the creators of the game, or the designers at least, I feel like they're not meant to be like lusted over. So yeah, what's your second question, bestie?
My second question kind of ties in with the first question you asked right before we started with the top 10.
Yeah,
and
which I unheard.
Yeah, you have. Congratulations.
I have never heard it before.
No, you've never. So it is, how much does hair contribute to the design of a character?
And I think like through our top 10
Yeah.
worst and best, we've kind of like answered this already. I'm looking at the characters again, and for me it's half and half because some characters can change their hair and it wouldn't affect how they look. For example, Athena, as I said in my original answer, is like her hair is interchangeable. For example, I really like the concept art where she has the like bob. And for me that would still be the same character, but for some other characters, hair is pivotal to the design. So I think it's like the intersection between fashion and design.
I really agree. I think that even the characters that are more basic design wise, like I love him, but Phoenix is very simple. But like his hair does play a lot of like the color of the suit is like iconic and the hair is iconic and it creates the character design to me.
Yeah.
So I would say half and half too as well, because the outfits are super important.
Like, you're right, even with more simple designs, and simple like is a relative term in the games, but like for example, I can definitely imagine Dirk, for example, with other hair.
Yeah,
apart
100%.
from long. But I can't imagine, for example, Godot with different hair. I can't imagine who else? Like I told you, the president of Zhengfa. I can't imagine the judge with hair.
Yeah. But like for instance, I think that a bad hairstyle on a character will like because like I think a bad outfit is worse than a bad hairstyle in a character design.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I do think that
yeah, like
know?
yeah, I understand, and I think that's most seen in Ghost Trick. I can't imagine any of them without the hair they have, which is not what that doesn't apply for Ace Attorney, and like it just speaks on design.
Yeah.
Like that's top tier design for me, and I can't imagine any of the characters not having the hair they have.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you could get away with a bad hairstyle and the like design wouldn't be ruined. But a bad outfit for me will ruin the design. Like for instance, Kate Hall. If she had a good outfit on.
Oh.
No, yeah, I mean I'm talking like I think good like hairstyles and good outfits are like kind of in the same level, but I think for bad hair has slightly less importance. Like for instance, Kate Hall, I feel
Where do
like
you place design though?
in the scale?
Yeah. Because I think I misinterpreted what you said. For me, you can't get away with bad design, but you can get away with a good outfit.
What do you then mean?
I mean, Alita Tiala is well designed. Like her face, her structure, her hair is well designed, but her outfit is like atrocious, and we both agree. Whereas like, do you remember Mac Ralph from Investigations?
Yeah.
He is like literally like
horrible
a
design.
Sketch.
Yeah.
And his outfit doesn't even matter because it's so bad.
Yeah, I get what you mean. What I was saying is like, for instance, if Kate Hall had a good outfit on, even if she has horrible hair, I feel like it could have been potentially a good design. However, if she just changed her hair and remained in the same ugly outfit, I think we would still say it's bad design.
Yeah, definitely. Like hair is like it's if for the like most lenient to most harsh would be hair, outfit, design.
I agree.
Okay. So yeah.
What's your next question?
My next question, Bestie Sock, is we haven't seen nor even considered when discussing this, because we discuss it often, the possibility of a hair salon episode. What do you think would go down there? And like when we were doing locations and we were like, we want to see zoo or cruise, we didn't even say hair salon. We've never discussed it in private.
Discussed it. I kind of had a vision. What if the whole case was in a mall and like a hair salon would be one of the like maybe the murder scene, but also like seeing other shops.
That's very totally Spies.
Yeah. Oh yes, like a Hot Topic and a Hot Topic employee, like a froyo stand. It could be loads of fun. A mall cop. Oh my god. Capcom.
Employ us.
But no, a hair salon would be iconic.
Yeah.
It would be so much fun. We would have like all these fun little hairdressers and kind of a gossipy vibe, and they would spill the tea on the murder and they would like help you out. I think that'd be amazing.
Puns.
The puns. Like, if one of them gets, like, one of their animations get mad, she could, like, try to stab you with a comb.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. It could be so much fun.
It could, and I do see the murder taking place there. Like, someone, like...
halfway through a cut or something.
Yes, or, like, you know those things that they, like, blow-dry the hair in, like, the little helmet?
Oh, my God. And someone, like, suffocates them.
Yeah.
What I was thinking is, like, the victim is found with their, like, hair halfway cut. And so it's like, the murder happened during the, like... but actually,
it's
the
a
murder,
red
like,
herring.
yeah, the murderer, like, cut the hair afterwards. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Capcom. This is our love letter.
Capcom. Do we have to send you an email?
Yes.
My next question is, what hairstyle would you wear?
From the series. But, like, on my normal body, like...
Your normal body, yeah.
Honestly, my hair has gone through some phases, as you very, very well know. And even before you met me, I experimented with color. And I didn't mention him when I was narrating my top position for best. But there's also the rock star from the prison in Ghost Trick with the pink, like, star head.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a mohawk. It's, like, just horns.
The punk.
Yeah, I would have that.
That was iconic.
It was.
I thought you were going to say something else, though. Nayuta. Because, like, his hair is so, like, pale that you could put any color on top of it. Like, you never have to dye your hair again.
But I can't imagine myself with long hair.
Yeah, true. True.
What about you? Is it Dr. Hottie?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the penguins. Like, the obvious answer is, like...
Not Dr. Crab.
Oh! Yeah, it will be Dr. I can't even say it because I visioned of his little, like, hairstyle. It's so bad. But, for me, like, the obvious answer is, like, Iris/Dahlia, like, because I loved it so much. But if I couldn't pick them, because I think Azura Summers.
But which one from the two?
Iris. I was a redhead before.
You were. That is my default image of you.
I don't think jet black hair would suit me, though.
Me neither.
Like, I feel like, because I am... You don't know my face, guys. You're missing out. But I'm very, very pale. And I have dark circles. So it's like, I think I would look a little
And
ghostly.
blonde eyebrows.
So you know what? Maybe it's a basic one. I mean, not basic. Like, it's just nice hair. But I like the color, like, Desiree.
Yeah.
It's nothing really special, like, hairstyle-wise. Like, I was thinking Azura Summers because I really like the color blue and her hair is so shiny. But realistically, I think either Azura Summers or Desiree.
Yeah, I could definitely see you in Desiree's.
I'm kind of already so often in Desiree's.
Your hair, I'd say, as you have it now, if you take away the fringe, is most similar to Angel Star.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe like a tone blonder, though.
Yeah, I'm slightly... The thing is, like, their blondes are yellow.
Exactly.
Whereas, like, with Desiree, it's like a nice shade of dark blonde.
I mean,
I could see
Adrienne
myself...
Andrews is blonde without being yellow.
Is she?
Yeah. I think that's the most blonde we have. Oh, well, before going to yellow.
Yeah, it's a nice shade.
It is a nice shade.
Yeah.
Like, then you have Regina or, like, Patricia Rowland.
Yeah.
Which is, like, just yellow.
But, yeah, I think that... I'm actually thinking of dyeing my hair the color of Desiree, which is, like, a darker blonde. but I like my current blonde. So, yeah.
My third question, bestie sock, is whose hairstyle do you think is good, but the color is atrocious?
That's a good question. And I would have to look at the tier list. Can you send it? I have it on my computer, but not on my phone. Yes. Okay, perfect. It's a really good question. However, for some reason, there's only like the opposite example that's like, you know what I mean?
Of like good colors,
Yeah.
but like atrocious hair.
Oh, that's a good blonde.
Yeah.
This is difficult. Can you tell me your answer while I look?
I mean, it's on my laptop, so
Oh.
I need it. Maybe you'll agree with me.
Okay. Tell me.
I think I have 3 actually.
Tell me.
The first one is Maggie Bird.
Yeah.
Which is like
a brown.
A little short, like that's not even brown for me. I consider that to be like tar gray. Like kind of disgusting, like sewer water. I don't see that as brown.
What do you think it is?
I feel
gray?
like it's gray. In my eyes, it's gray.
That's brown.
I don't see that as brown.
Okay, to me it's brown.
It's kind of like road color, like cement.
On this one, kind of looks like, I get what you mean. It almost like feels like they shaded her hair with like gray colors. I think it's supposed to be brown, but there's a bit of gray in there.
We have natural brown though, like in many characters.
Yeah, but I think they wanted to make her look like not vibrant. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. It's gross, but her haircut is like cute. It's like short hair. That's fine.
Yeah.
My second pick is Horace Knightley, who is like straight up yellow.
Yeah.
Like paint yellow. But I really like his haircut. Like it's what I was telling about Solomon Starbuck, who has the sides shaved and then the little poof on top. And my last one is Pierce Nickety. Because even though I hate long hair, his is giving like a bit of like Sailor Moon man hero. But the color, like if Maggie Bird's was gray, then this guy is like literally sewer water. Like this is green.
Yeah, that's actually disgusting.
Like green.
Can I take another look?
Yes. But don't look at my questions.
I will.
Also,
and I'll steal them.
I feel like we haven't discussed a really atrocious hairstyle up to now. Even with the accessory.
What is it? I'm prepared.
It's Jacques Sportsman. It's pretty bad.
Oh, bad.
It's really, really bad. And I'm surprised he didn't make either of our lists.
Yeah.
Like, how does he... It's like, it goes up, and then he used a little headband to, like, stick it down.
Like, it feels like he's, like, wet his hair, and then he slept with it and, like, tucked them in the headband and just, like, pulled them out. I do have an answer, though, finally. What? For me, it would be, maybe red-white.
Red-white?
I don't like that purple. It's too candy.
Yeah, it's a really bad color.
It's too candy, and like I feel like it would have worked maybe better if it was the same shade as his jacket, or even red. But
blonde
would have been really cool.
Like his aspiring to be American.
I could have seen like white hair, like kind of like an angel or something.
Yeah.
But I think this purple is just like so over the top. He looks so cartoonish, and it's kind of like our first real villain. And it's like you have this man who's like, I'm the bad guy that killed Mia. It's kind of like a disappointing villain for the person who killed Mia.
It kind of set the standard right at the beginning, and then we don't really see colorful hair until way after.
Yeah, we have like April, May, and him, and then it's kind of
the
gone
people
for a
at the
long time.
Studio is normal.
Really serious.
Goodbyes is normal. Rise from the Ashes is normal.
And then Francisca is kind of the
next one, which is like. But that's not even that out there.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, straight up purple.
Yeah, because, like, hers is kind of pastel. Like, those are neon colors.
Yes.
Who's the next neon colored hair person?
Max Galactica.
Yeah. And that was literally from the circus, so it's fitting. I kind of want to replace sisters.
What's your next question?
My next question, bestie, is there like a consistent hair feature that you enjoy? So, example, like a particular shade of color from one family, or like an accessory that keeps coming back. Those kind of, for instance, like neon shades, or the fays all have that kind of traditionally hairstyle. The flight attendant look. Is there like a hair pattern that you like?
The only one that like I can think of, which I really, really like, is the resemblance between Amara and Nayuta, which like have the same shade of hair and long hair, but they accessorize it differently. Like he has his in braids where she styles it with the flower. I think that's cute, but I can't think of like something which is cross-generational which I like. It's mostly about siblings or like family members, so maybe this one, or Betty and Bonnie the fam, like with the little bowl.
Boobs.
Yeah. And the one has bat wings on it. We have failed to include that on our worst list.
True.
But yeah. What about you?
For me, it's kind of very broad, but I do appreciate, even though they're both in my worst and my best, I like the like visual consistency of Regina Berry and Russell Berry having the exact same shade of hair. I feel like that kind of ties it nicely, kind of similar to like Amara and Nayuta. Like I think it creates like for instance, Vera Misham and her dad did not look one bit alike. And that kind of bothered me. Potentially, if you had, like, blue hair, that would have worked better. But, like, visual consistency matters, especially if, like, one of them is dead early on. So, I do think hair can help. But in general, I appreciate that we have unnatural colors in the hair. Like, that's a pattern I like that keeps coming back. Even sometimes it's, like, a little too cartoonish.
Like red white.
Like red white. I think it's cool.
Is this like this is the second instance of like me considering a color you said differently, because I don't see Vera Misham as blue.
What is it? What do you think it is?
I understand that it's a blue shade, but in my eyes they used blue in order to not use black. So in my eyes she has black hair. Yeah. Because if they used black it wouldn't look good on a game.
But characters have black hair in the game.
More black, but not really black.
But like Maya and stuff. Maya
has black hair, but like even that is gray.
Yeah, but it's such a light, it's like a pretty light shade of blue.
For me, that's like, it's just her hair is weak.
What the fuck? Her hair is weak, but she has blue eyebrows.
She doesn't take like hair vitamins.
What?
Yeah, I just don't consider it to be blue.
Like, for me, she has blue eyebrows and she has blue hair, and I can get what you mean, but not for this character. For instance, I think a really good example of that is Misato in Evangelion. There's debate on whether her hair is like very dark purple. Yeah. But a lot of people is like, no, it's black.
No, it's black. Just like with her.
Yeah, so you're on that side and I'm like, no, it's dark purple. Yeah. And this is blue. So for me, this is blue.
Like for me, blue would be Lisa Basil and Azura Summers.
But it's not that far away from that.
What?
The hair.
It is. It's really far away from Lisa Basil. Lisa Basil is literally neon.
Those are shades of blues.
Lisa Basil is neon color. Especially like the light parts.
But like, look, for instance, Azura Summers' hair is like darker than Vera Misham.
For me, that's like the shade they used is blue. Whereas like the shade they used for Vera Misham is black.
But it's
for
blue!
Sure.
Like, if you were to isolate it and like forget its hair, it's clearly blue. It's like a blue shade. Do you think it represents black, but you can't deny that it's a blue colored hair?
It is blue color.
Yeah.
Like, I see it as blue, but for me, it's black.
Okay.
Maybe it's like an artist thing.
Maybe. Because, like, you use different colors for shading. But it's like, that's actually insane.
And like, the rule of thumb is that you don't use black.
Yeah, you never use black for anything because it's going to make it look like duller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, for me, she was always like an art hoe. Like, she's...
I agree
You
that
know,
she's
like,
an art hoe.
the little bandana. I think she'd wear, like, overalls with, like, paint stains on them.
Like, for me, that's gray.
I can't...
Now that I see it on your phone.
keep having this conversation. It's like, I feel like I'm being bamboozled. This feels like a prank.
Okay. Enough.
What is your next question?
My penultimate question, bestie, is who do you think doesn't shampoo their hair, and who do you think has the most expensive conditioner?
Doesn't shampoo Blackwell. For sure.
Ew. That's gross. For sure, though.
Yeah. And the most expensive conditioner? Or shampoo? Yeah, conditioner. I mean, let me just look at that person's hair for 1 second.
You also have to tell me what the flavor is.
I can even tell you the brand.
Oh.
No, I cannot say that from that person. I wish.
Which person?
I want to say Di Vasquez, because for me she's the most luxurious person. But
Her hair doesn't even show.
and it's sticky. It's sticking out. A profound silence has entered the chat. While you give me your answer, can I take a look at your tier list, or do you need to see?
No, I remember
Do you know?
mine.
Yeah. So who's your word? Like, who's the
Okay,
shampoo?
so I was gonna say like Kirkus Alba, but since I included him for that very reason,
yeah, absolutely.
my new one is Blaze the Best. He does not shampoo his hair.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
And the most expensive conditioner would either have to be Azura Summers, and it would be coconut flavored,
Yeah.
or, and this is actually like, kind of like, we haven't mentioned it, Cami Neal has
A lot of hair.
and maybe even longer than Athena.
She, like, almost made my list. Because it is iconic.
It's
Oh, maybe I would have Camille Meal's hair. Like, you can do whatever you want with it.
yeah, it's really, really long. And I don't even know how much time she spends like washing it, but she definitely has like that expensive conditioner. I don't know what flavor though. Because Azura
Yeah.
Summers is definitely like something exotic fruits, like tropical.
Yeah.
But chamomile maybe would be like herbs. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Camille Meal, it would fit with her. But I have my answers.
Oh, chamomile.
That would be chamomile.
Duh.
I have my answers. I have 2 answers actually.
For
and it's
conditioner.
different flavors, yeah.
Okay. Who?
It would be Regina Berry because her hair is so shiny. But I feel like it would be expensive, but not the best. Like, it would be very fragranted. You know, like strawberry flavor.
Oh.
Like, very good, but smells of like a 13-year-old. That would be the vibe, and I think Max Galactica would steal it from time to time.
Yeah.
And for the best and the most expensive conditioner, I think Queen O'Mara. Her hair is so silky,
even in
so
hiding,
shiny.
even as Naina.
Even as Naina. I think she was actually, like, you know, doing a deep condition while she was doing... And I think that Nayuta is the same, like, and it would be Olaplex, which is very expensive conditioner, but apparently, like, amazing.
What's the flavor?
Like, it's on... I don't think it has a fragrance because it's so, like, luxurious.
Oh. Okay.
Those are my answers.
Cool. What's your penultimate question then, Bestie Sock?
That's my ultimate question.
Oh, okay. What's your last question?
My last question is, would you rather have, like, every character has a realistic hairstyle or an eccentric hairstyle?
What would I rather have in mine?
Yeah.
Eccentric.
Eccentric.
Like as we've seen with my answer for which hair do I want. What about you?
I think eccentric, but there's a second half to that question.
Okay.
Because I was guessing that we're both gonna say eccentric. Would you rather have eccentric outfits, plain hair, eccentric hair, plain outfits?
I thought you were gonna say, would you rather have eccentric pubes?
Great question. I would not, but
why? Can you imagine? Like, oh my god, maybe that's what I should dye next.
Maybe.
If like they're pink.
Your pubes or your body hair? Or both?
What?
Like your body hair. Like armpits and stuff. Because people dye their armpits hair.
I would love to do that. I don't even have a lot of body hair. So I could do that. I could get away with it.
Like cost a lot of money.
I could do it DIY.
Yeah.
So is it eccentric hairstyle and plain clothes or that?
It's eccentric hairstyle and plain clothes.
I do dress pretty simple and then use one thing which is out of the ordinary, which is usually my earrings.
I see.
Like when I had blonde hair, when I bleached my hair, I wore the most simple clothes I had. But now that I'm back to brown, like my natural hair color, I dress more eccentrically.
Yeah.
Not today. What about you?
I think for me it's the contrary. Eccentric outfits, plain hair.
Okay.
Because like plain hair can be cute, but I feel like plain outfits can be boring. So yeah. But that was my last question.
Excellent question.
Thank you. What about you?
My final question is a bit of a doozy. I said Furio Tigre is considered to be Phoenix's doppelganger. Emulate what went down in Recipe for Turnabout by giving Athena and Apollo's hairstyles to other characters. So like...
Yeah, they're evil alter egos.
If just replace Athena and Apollo as the main characters in Recipe and give...
Like, does it have to be Furio Tigre again, or can I make up...
No, that's the question.
Yeah.
You have to find someone else who would like steal their hairstyle and pass as them in court. As ridiculous as it is.
But the thing is, like, I don't think Furio Tigre stole his hairstyle. I think that's how he always did it.
Well, like someone who would have it naturally.
Like their evil doppelganger.
Yeah. And I actually like wrote it the other way around. It's the first one would be called Sekik Anechta.
Anechta.
Yeah, Sekik Anechta. And Apollo's would be Esitsuj Olopa.
Olopa, that's cute. I kind of like that Olopa. So, give me your answers because I need time to think.
Okay, so for Apollo, I know it's not a villain, but I want to see his hairstyle on Pearls.
Stunning.
And she could like go and pretend to be him in court because he's sick or something.
Just like a little child. And
she'd pass as
the
him.
judge would never notice.
Absolutely.
She would just speak loudly and then bam.
And like Pearls doesn't have any training, but I'm sure they're both that bad lawyers.
Yeah, exactly.
And abysmal. But for Athena, the villain who would like dress up with her hairstyle would be Manfred von Karma.
I'm horrified because now all I can think is Manfred von Karma holding an Athena body pillow. Oh!
I really want to like edit and put the hairstyle on the characters. So I think I'm gonna do it. What about you? Which are like the characters
can
you would
I look
swap?
at your
yes,
tier
you
list?
can.
I need to picture it in my head. This is horrible.
I mean, did you rank Athena or Apollo or Pearls higher on your worst?
Pearl is higher, so
So it would save her.
Yeah.
If she had
Yeah.
Apollo's
Absolutely. Okay.
I just keep looking at characters and imagining them with Athena's rat tail. Like, can you imagine Aristotle means with Athena's hairstyle?
That would be chef's kiss. For some reason, for Apollo, I could see Wokikitaki with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be like edgy, cool look after he breaks up with Alia Tiala. He now is kind of dressed like Hot Topic, you know, and he wears that, and then he go impersonate him in court because he's a goon. And for can't believe we didn't even talk about this man.
What?
Sparks Brussels also has horrible hair, but he would wear Athena Sykes.
The fairy.
The fairy. He would have made it from all of the hair that fell out of his fursuit, and he had created a wig with it, and he would wear it and try to impersonate her.
No.
And it would work.
This is a cursed question.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine delicious scones with Apollo's hair?
I can for some reason. I do, and I like what I see.
So yeah.
What an episode.
That's it.
They said we're running out of ideas. Prepare for the mustache episode.
Oh, the beard
the eyebrows episode.
Next week is our 50th. We have some exciting stuff planned.
We have some good stuff planned.
But to close off, I do have a question for us.
Please tell me.
So, food for thought. Is there a difference between information and instigation?
This should be like an essay in philosophy class.
Okay. Is that your answer?
So I will need 4 hours and several sheets of paper.
I should have asked it at the beginning of the app.
Yeah, to give me the time to like warm it up.
To eat the food for thought.
Yeah. To digest the food for thoughts.
Okay.
What about you?
I think all information is instigation. I do.
Wow.
If you tell someone something, they're gonna like consider and like put it in their brain, and who knows what their reaction is going to be. Like, I'm going to tell you information like, I like orange juice, and you might hate orange juice, and you might think he's trying to kill me.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Knowing us, I don't think it is.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah. Maybe your answer should be everything in instigation for people who are overly sensitive.
Having seen us both receive feedback for our creative writing, I don't think it is.
Oh, but that wasn't information. That was 100% instigation.
That was instigation.
Yeah. Whereas, like, if you're just stating facts, that's information.
Yes. Well, agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
Food for thoughts.
We've reached the end of this chaotic episode. Let us know what you think. Lots to think about. Lots to think about. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your favorite hairstyle is.
Yeah, what is your favorite and what's your least favorite?
Yeah. And if you think there's a difference between information and instigation.
Oh, please enter that bit. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and waiting, listening to the whole podcast. We're very proud of you.
If you reach the end, congrats. You probably have strong, healthy hair.
Yeah. You know what you should do? We should say, if you reach the end, include this word in your comment. And then exploding pineapple will have to say a word because...
If you've reached the end of this episode, put the word... paper towel in your comment.
I can't wait to read the comments.
Iconic.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening, guys.
And see you next week.
See you next week.
See you.
Bye.